Liverpool this season look increasingly more likely like they're going to win the league. Like, I'm going to give me 5 reasons why Liverpool aren't going to win the league this season. Put it in the comment section, because I don't think there are 5. There's definitely a couple of reasons, but I don't think there's more than that. I genuinely think, well, no, I know that this is the best transfer window I've witnessed in my time supporting this football club, which is 16 years. I haven't witnessed a better transfer window than this. I was born in 2009, so I was around for, Torres, Gerrard, Suarez, but I was 1, 2, 3 years old and wasn't properly into football at that time. Probably didn't even know what it was. So, I was more focused on playing with my Fireman Sam action figures and watching CBeebies. I didn't know what football was. But this is arguably our best transfer window since I have been a Liverpool fan. I'd say this is first. And the season we signed Maka, Grav, Dom, and Endo, I'd say that was the 23-24 season. That is probably second to this one. But this one, so good. It's such an underrated transfer window. Florian Wirtz for £116 million. Alexander Isak for £125 million. We've broken the transfer record twice this window. Just twice. Just the 2 times. It's crazy. It's crazy how we've done that. And we've still managed to comply with the PSR rules, regulations, and sustainability of the Premier League. It's amazing. We've managed to break the transfer record twice and still be compliant with the sustainability rules and regulations of FFP in the Premier League. It's like we are just built different, aren't we? I mean, we've Arne Slot has been backed insanely well by FSG financially, in every way, basically. We've signed a lot of very good players this summer. We've signed 3 goalkeepers. Armin Pesci, Georgi Marmadashvili, and Freddie Woodman. From Puskas Academia, Pesci. Marmadashvili from Valencia. Well, he was really already our player. He was only on a loan to Valencia. And then we signed Freddie Woodman from Preston. So, it's been... We've got a lot of depth in that area, in the goalkeeping area. Obviously, we've sent Harvey Davis on loan to Crawley, and obviously Jaros to Ajax, and then we sold Queeveen Kelleher to Brentford. So we kind of had to find replacements for those. But we're going to have at least 5 or 6 keepers next season. But Jaros, he was obviously our 3rd choice last season, and I hope he does get some games next season. But with Pesci and Marmadashvili now being in the team, I don't see that happening. But yeah, I think both have signed new contracts at the club, so I don't think they're going to be gone for a long time. But I think loans could help their careers out, Jaros and Davies. But let's get to what, the ones that were the most important signings. Obviously, you had Trent leaving in the summer, so we got a replacement for him quite quickly. Frimpong. He's obviously injured. He's going to be back after the international break. We got Kirkes, who isn't a replacement for Robbo, but I think Robbo's obviously... He's getting towards his 30s now, if he isn't already in his 30s. I think he's about... Please tell me if I'm wrong. I'm just going to check Robertson's age. One of the things that I didn't research is Robertson's age before going into this video because I don't think I'd need it. So he's 31, so yeah, I was right. He's in his 30s. 31 years old. You know, Milos Kerkez is 21 years old. 21 years old. And he was in the Premier League Premier League Team of the Season for last season. What does that tell you? Well, he was one of Bournemouth's best defenders alongside Howson and Zabani. And it just makes our squad, you know, it makes our squad, it makes the squad strength stronger. Like, the midfield now, Florian Wirtz, Ryan Gravenberch, McAllister, Dom Szoboszlai. You don't know who to play. Like, Dominic Szoboszlai has done a massive job at right back position, literally, like, the last 2 games against Arsenal. I'm pretty sure he played against Bournemouth in right back as well, if I'm correct. No, Frimpong did. And then I think he went off injured. But yeah, our squad depth before we signed, like, we've sold a hell of a lot of players this season. We've sold, obviously, Kwanzaa. We sold Trent. We sold Quaven Kelleher, Ben Doak, Tyler Morton. I'm not sure the details of Harvey Elliott's transfer. I think it's a loan transfer, and if he makes so many appearances, then that the clause of his 35 million, it was a loan deal with an obligation to buy £35 million. So I think if he makes so many appearances, that will be activated. I think the details of his transfer, I was a bit confused. Just buy the player. Just buy him. What's the point in loaning him? But I mean, yeah, in case if it goes wrong, you don't really want to buy a player who's not going to do well. He's not done well for you. But I think Harvey Elliott's going to do amazing stuff at Villa, and I wish him the best of luck. Obviously, up front, you've got Mohamed Salah, who broke every record known to mankind last season. He's got another golden boot under his belt. Ugo Ekitike, who's proven to be one of the best signings this summer, and he's only 23 years old, so he's doing this well at the age of 23. It just tells you what you need, what our future's probably going to look like. We've got Cody Gakpo, who's, I think, been scapegoated a lot already this season, because I think he's one of our best players, to be honest with you. But he gets scapegoated quite a lot. He's massively underrated, in my opinion. I think Cody's a good player. Recently signed a new contract. Why would they extend his contract if they didn't think he was a good player? Obviously, the departure of Luis Diaz, you know, that's maybe going to have a bad impact on the team. Obviously, the tragic circumstances of Diogo, we had to get, obviously, another striker in because of that. And I think, obviously, with the signings of Isak and Ekitike, whether we'll be able to play them both up front or not, but if we do, if we can make that work, I think a lot of Premier League defences are going to be, well, you know, the colour of their underpants won't be the colour they were at the start of the game. Let me just tell you that. I think missing out on Marc GUEHI might have had a big impact on the team. Obviously, we've signed 18-year-old Giovanni Leone, who I think has been called up to the Italy national senior team. So that's great for Gio. Obviously, missing out on GUEHI. Yeah, we could get him in January, but there's obviously now new competitors. Bayern Munich, I think, are in there. Barcelona, Real Madrid want him. Of course, Real Madrid want him. Real Madrid want every player under the sun. But, yeah, it depends if we get him. I think we will get Marc GUEHI. Obviously, as news reporters have said, that it is just delayed and not collapsed. So, I don't think we will sign him. Obviously, that's hypothetical. It's not true. hypothetical as in, like, it's been delayed and we'll probably sign him in July. We'll probably go for him again in July. But I think Fabrizio Romano came out and said, Liverpool, he remains as one of our top targets, but it's not guaranteed. Obviously, it's not guaranteed now. But the way Palace dealt with that wasn't very professional. I think Steve Parish was at a gym class until like 5, 6 p.m. when there was a massive deadline deal going on with his captain, with his team's captain, for £35 million. Matt GUEHI had done his medical, and they'd agreed a £35 million deal for him, and he'd done his medical, and they shafted him. I would have been so angry if that was me. I was angry anyway, and I'm a fan. So, I felt really bad for Marc GUEHI. But I think we will go back for him in Marc GUEHI in January, and I think we will probably sign him in the January. I just want to say something about one of a certain midfield player, Florian Wirtz. Calm down. It's been 3 games in the Premier League, 1 game, 4 games altogether of the 25-26 season so far, and 3 games in the Premier League. Calm down. It's going to be alright. Like, football fans nowadays are just so reactionary. He's had a couple of bad games, a couple of sloppy performances, and people are already jumping on his back. Maybe I get that because of the price tag. The pressure was always going to be on him. But he's a great player. He's a fantastic player. He just needs time. Sorry about the camera cutting yet again, but what I was talking about is that Florian Wirtz will come good. He's going to come good. Whether it takes a month, whether it takes 2 months, whether it takes 3 months. He needs time to adapt. We had the same thing with Ryan Gravenberch. He's a midfielder, but not the same midfielder as Wirtz. They're both 2 different players. Both midfielders, but play 2 different positions in the midfield. Ryan Gravenberch came from Bayern Munich, who he hadn't started much at all. Hadn't started for much at all. I think he was playing on the bench for Julian Nagelsmann. Came to the Premier League with 0 top league experience, really, and was slated for the first season by our own fans. He was shocking. He wasn't very good. Second season, turned into a different player. Second season, prime Pirlo. It does take time for a player who hasn't been in this sort of environment before. It will take time for Wirtz. One of our club legends, Dietmar Hamann. Oh, stuff just fell off my desk, but he has said something on Wirtz. My handwriting is shocking, so please bear with me. In the first few weeks, Florian Wirtz was caught in possession of the ball against Bournemouth a couple of times, again and again against Arsenal. This happened 5 times all season in the Bundesliga, referring to last season, but probably 4 or 5 times now in the first 4 games in the Premier League, including in Community Shield. It's a different pace, and he needs to adapt and get used to it. I think he's a smart player, and I think he'll be fine. So, yeah, one of our club legends has said that. It will be alright. Florian Wirtz will be a fantastic player. Come this season, I'm not going to say mark my words, but he will be one of our best players come the end of this season. I just think football fans nowadays are so reactionary. Obviously, the rival fans will want to take a hit at him. I've seen a lot of stuff on X saying that this is the guy that Liverpool signed for £160 million. And he was being slated for his performance against Slovenia because he'd got a freaking 6.6 rating on FootMob. So, you think, I didn't watch it, but from what I've seen, he ran the game. He's been scapegoated so much. So much, yeah? Newcastle signed Nick Voldemade for around £69 million. You can't tell me he's worth that much. One good season, one decent, I wouldn't even say it's like, one decent season in the Bundesliga for Stuttgart. And we're like, slate him. He didn't score a goal. They lost 2-0 against Slovenia. But why are we scapegoating Wirtz? I think he was one of their best players against Slovenia. But we scapegoating Wirtz because he plays for Liverpool and he cost £160 million. Like, can I just say something? The agenda against Liverpool is mad. Crazy. Everyone was licking his ass a few months ago when he was linked to Bayern, Real Madrid, Man City, but now he's playing for Liverpool. He's a flop. 3 games. Like, some fans are just so reactionary. And I call the fans on X plastic and social media fans. Like, They're social media football fans, because I can guarantee you they've never watched a football game in their life, and they're just trying to get popular on social media. That's what it is. They're just trying to get popular on social media. They've never watched a football game in their lives, and they're just going off what they've seen on the internet. That's what a social media football fan is, / internet football fan. But yeah, Alexander Isak, I want to talk about him. He's going to be one of our best players this season. We've got to get up to match fitness. I've got a few stats for you right here. So, last season in the Premier League, which was the 24-25 season, obviously, he played 34 matches, 23 goals, got 23 goals and 6 assists, which is amazing, obviously. And in the EFL Cup, played 6 matches, scored 3 games, obviously. The main goal in that whole EFL Cup tournament was against Liverpool in the final. And there's some really, really good stats here. Goals scored per 90, 75, 0.75%. Goal involvements, 0.94%. By the way, these percentiles are all 99%, so there's a lot of green there. There's a lot of green grass there. Goals at home, 0.71. Goals away, 0.79. XG, 0.69. Non-penalty XG, 0.60. And goals scored, 23. Goal involvements, 29. Goals at home, 12. Goals away, 11. XG adds up to a 20.19 in total. And the non-penalty XG is an 18.39 in total. So we've got a good player on our hands there. We've got a really, really, really good player on our hands. So yeah, starting to get scared yet? Starting to get scared? Nah, not yet. Well, you will be soon, trust me. When we come back after the international break, Florian Wirtz is going to have a masterclass against Burnley, and we're going to show you that we're here to retain our Premier League trophy. But I can see us at least winning not 2 or 3. I'd say 2 trophies. I'm going to go Premier League, and I reckon we can win the Champions League as well. You know, you got to be optimistic. You can't be pessimistic. If you're pessimistic, it won't happen. But yeah, as always, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do, which means like, subscribe. As always, turn your post notifications on, and I'll see you lovely lot in the next one. Please take care of your beautiful selves, and peace out.